I mean, I'm not even wearing a tint. Really don't need all the shade from this. So if you want to try one shade out of these 5, it is this one. Hello everyone, this is Shelly, and in this video I'll be sharing the swatches of the Rom&nd Tint water tint, and the first shade that I'll be swatching is the 02 Red Drop. So this is the first even layer of the Tint water tint. It's more watery and more lightweight if I compare it to the Juicy water tint series, and it definitely has a lot of color to it, but not the coverage. Like if you have some pigment on your lips, you will be able to see it even after like applying this tint. Now let me apply the second coat of this one. So this is the 2 coat of the red drop, and it's like a beautiful, vibrant, neutral tone red. If you have used the Benefit tint or the Etude House water tint, it's very similar to that, but this one has more oil in it, more moisture in it if I compare it to the Etude water tint. The Etude water tint is literally like water, like color in a bottle in a very watery form. Again, it doesn't have that coverage, but still it gives a good amount of pigment on your lips. The lip tint does transfer, but not the color of it. I mean, whatever the moisture and oil it has in it, that transfers, not the color. I mean, you can see from here itself. See, my lower lips are already very pigmented, and I barely kept it for a minute. So if you really want to get a full pigment of it, leave it for 10 minutes without touching and without eating or drinking. And so after that, even if you remove it, or even if that moisture from the top leaves your lip, the color still is like well intact and like on your lips. But one thing I don't like is like my upper lips are naturally a bit pigmented, especially around here compared to my lower lips. So here the color is like very much prominent, but not that much here. So that's the reason, you know, I don't reach out for this particular tint that much. Shade is the 03 Brick River. Let's apply it. I think I'm gonna apply 2 full coat of it, because in single layer you won't be able to see the color because of this tint. So let's do it. So this is the shade 03 Brick River. It's looking a bit similar to the previous one, but there is a difference. I mean, on camera it's looking a bit similar to the previous shade, but this is like a brown red with some like warmthness to it. It's like a neutral, warm, brownish red. Like they do leave very strong color residue on your lips, but I wish this color residue was more even. Third shade is the 04 Vintage Ocean. Let's try it out, and again I'm gonna apply 2 coat of this one, because single coat won't be that visible on camera because of this color residue. This one is like more brown, like a neutral brown with some redness to it. It's mostly brown. Again on camera it's looking very similar, but the difference is like the previous shade was more warm red with some brownness to it, and this is like a brown, neutral brown with some redness to it. Remove this. I think this should be enough. Like if I apply too much of foundation or concealer, it will mess up the lip tint finish. Yeah, this is good enough. And this next shade is the 05 Rose Splash. Most of these colors are different shades of red basically. They are like vibrant red, brownish red, reddish brown, pinkish red. So let's apply this one. Okay, so this is how the shade Rose Splash looks like. It has this rosy pinkish red kind of shade. It's a bit muted compared to the previous shade, mostly pink with some rosy redness to it, if it's making sense. I mean, most of these shades look very similar. You really don't need all the shade from this range. Maybe one or two is enough, because towards the end of the day they do end up looking pretty much same on your lip. So can you believe, like, I'm not even wearing any tint. There is no tint on my lip. This is the color residue left by this tint. This last shade that I have is the Rose Stream. Yes, this is even more muted. I think this is the most subtle color out of all these 5 shades, and is more suitable for daily usage. Like, if you don't like a very vibrant lip tints, this is something you can try, because it's definitely more subtle. It has a neutral undertone. It's not very cool, it's not very warm, and it has just a bit of light brown in it and muted pink in it. Now this is the shade which I do wear more often compared to all the 4 shades which I shared before. Plus I feel this is gonna be more suitable for pretty much all skin tone. Like, if you have very fair skin tone, this is gonna be very bright on you, but if you have like medium tan skin, dark skin, it's gonna look more subtle and more natural and more daily wear kind of color on you. And I do like that these lasting water tint have a super glossy finish. It literally looks like a gloss on camera and also off camera. And the second amazing thing is the color residue on your lips lasts pretty much entire day. It's just that it fades away on the darker part of your lips first, and on the lighter lips it stays for a longer time. So if you like something like this, you can definitely try this one out. Other thing you wanna note is most of these colors are super vibrant, they are fun, and they're more girlish. So if you are in your like early 20s and you don't like typical lipsticks, muted lipsticks, you prefer vibrant colors, you can try this. Okay, one thing I forgot to share. These lip tints do taste sweet. They don't taste bitter. You know, there are so many lipsticks and lip tints which have this bitter taste, even though they have this wonderful sweet and amazing fragrance, like fruity fragrance. But when you try to taste them, they taste very bitter, but somehow these taste very tint. I mean, don't try to eat it, but yes, this is something I wanted to like mention. And all of these have sweet rosy kind of fragrance, and they do taste sweet. So yeah, that's all for this video, and if this video was helpful, definitely give it a big thumbs up and do subscribe to my channel if you want to stay updated with all my latest upload, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.